Hey guys, so in this video I'm gonna talk about what's the best pub stomper of every season. People have done videos about who's the best player of every season, but today I'm gonna focus mainly on pubs. There will be some competitive players in this, but they haven't solely focused to competitive. They still do sometimes play pubs, and you will see that. So let's get straight into this. Alright, so for season 1, it's Mr. Grimm's. You might have known about Grimm's because of Jarian's video, or just because you've seen some of his streams. This man would absolutely dominate in Fortnite's infancy. He had excellent aim and positioning, which was the two things that we were focused on because building was just not getting anywhere. The clip you're seeing on screen, it is a 29 kill dub. It might not seem like it might not seem that impressive, and let's be honest, it's really not anything special. It's just some guy who's not even building, nor his opponents. Back in the day, this was insane. Remember, no one knew how to build back then. So, I think that Grimm's is a clear winner for season 1. The next one is self-explanatory, Tsm Myth. You all know him as the early architect. Again, it might not seem like much, but this was very impressive. And you gotta remember, there was no turbo build. So this was pretty insane back in the day. And I haven't played back then, but if I did, this would actually be something that would impress me. Myth also had great aim for the time, and also he had a double pump quite well, which was something that people were only starting to get the grasp of. And of course it got nerfed after this. So, Myth would dominate because of his obvious strategy of sitting in a tower, and also because he was just a better builder than everyone else. As you can see in the clip, some guys just double ramping, while Myth is like cranking out like 180s or something. This would obviously not be good now, but again, back in the day, it was pretty good. Next up, we have Ninja. Ninja could honestly be one of the best players of all time if he really practiced in competitive, if he scrimmed, aim trained, all that. But he obviously doesn't. But anyway, Ninja's aim, building, editing, it was something to marvel at back then. Again, it's not much now. He's just like any old beginner player. But remember, no one knew how to play the game back then. Only these select few. And Ninja is easily the best for season 3. Alright, the next one's a bit of a surprise. BBG Kanata. You're probably wondering how the hell I came to the conclusion that Kanata was the best. Well, just look at the clip. His building was top tier for the time. It was extremely smooth and fast. And that was what people were trying to go for back in the day in season 4. And also, Kanata was excellent at double pumping, and season 4 was the last time double pumping was a thing. And as you can see in the clip on your screen, he is dropping 20 bombs. Not everyone can say they've done that. And with this kind of skill back in the day, it's no surprise that Kanata managed to become the player he is today. And for season 5, we have Cipher PK. I understand that this is a season 6 clip, but it's not easy finding clips for the season that they were assigned to, alright? So, what about Cipher's skills? Well, you obviously know him for trap towers, but that's not nearly all he's capable of. He can build extremely well, he has great AR aim, his shotgun aim is usually pretty good, and if there's no stream snipers, Usually, he'll win the game played. Alright, for Season 6, we actually have a competitive player, Tifu. And like I said in the intro, he did still play pubs, and you will see a trend of a bit of competitive players being on here. Whenever Tifu played pubs, he would absolutely destroy the lobby. And that's why I'm putting a pretty long clip here. It's just him getting so many kills, and I know this is early game, and I know people don't have the best loot, but still, I'm pretty sure that he got like a 30 kill game here. So, yeah. I don't think I need to say why Tifu was so good. Just look at this guy's aim. Even nowadays, this would be known as amazing aim. His building was decent, it was nothing special, but if you have god aim, you don't need god building. That's just how it works. And it is very impressive how he manages to wipe out so many squads with this low HP. And as you'll see here, right now, it'll be a very, very difficult thing to pull off even today. So that's why I think Tifu 100% deserves the spot on my list. For Season 7 and 8, we have Phase Mongrel. This was Siphon and Stretched Res, and that was probably a reason why Mongrel takes the spot. It's obviously not just because of Stretched Res and stuff, but let's be honest here, this would still be pretty impressive today. Mongrel still has excellent aim, excellent building, and while many of the OG people have fallen off in terms of skill, Mongrel will only be better and keep getting better. And next up is 100T Mr. Savage. Probably one of the big reasons he's taking this spot is because, well, I mean, got a 40 kill game. I think like only 20 people in the world out of like millions have ever done that. And after Chapter 1, Savage never touched pubs again, but back in Chapter 1 he did play pubs occasionally. So that means that he still counts as a pubstomper. And of course, this 40 kill game is very impressive. And because he's just a 200 IQ god, I think he definitely deserves this spot on my list. And next up we have Cipher again. Yeah, Cipher again. The reason being is that, let's be honest here, not many people played pubs after this. So, yeah, I'm allowed to put people twice, okay? Give me some slack. And again, everything that I said for Season 5 of Cipher, it carries on. And to this day, he's a really good pubstomper from the NA region. And he definitely deserves a spot on my list. And the clips can show you why. His aim improved so much from Season 5. His building is much more smoother, cleaner. His editing is a lot faster and more accurate. And he also played a bit of competitive, but obviously I'm not counting that as much. But it's just a cool thing to bring up. So, yeah. This is why Cipher will take the spot for Season 11. And next up, we have Face Sway. You can probably tell by the dark color. So the reason that for Season 2, or Chapter 2, Season 2, Sway was the best pub stomper, well, it was probably because of the meta. Aim assist was a lot more OP than any other season, I think. Obviously, it's not just because of aim assist, but it does help. And of course, it's because Sway is an amazing player overall. And in competitive, he really couldn't rank like he does, but, you know, in pubs, he has free will. And I know that these are AI, but hey, it's Sway. He can go against anyone. So, there was pump shotguns, and Sway was extremely accurate with the pump. There was the mythic drum gun, mythic scar, mythic minigun, all of that. Sway was amazing with aiming with. Aim assist had a bit to do with it, I'm pretty sure we all know that. But still, it's pretty impressive. And Sway would drop 30 bombs, 20 bombs. He would drop like 36 kill games or something like that. It's impressive, and I don't think anyone will say otherwise. If you do, you're just wrong. And obviously we know that Sway is an amazing creative warrior, and if the pump is not in the game, it's pretty much wraps for Sway playing normal games. It's because in creative, well, the pump is always there. It's not like you can vault the pump, like, overall, not even creative. So, yeah. It's because Sway is used to the pump, and that's why he's so accurate. And next up, we have LG Fresh. Fresh is obviously a content creator, competitive player. He's getting more into competitive, but back in Season 3, he did play pubs. He obviously would land Doghouse or Pleasant, and he would usually, win games. Stats don't really matter, but if you did count them, he would probably have some really high stats, even in competitive. So yeah, he definitely deserves a spot on my list for Season 13. And last but definitely not least is Zemi. Zemi is the best pub stomper of all time. Many of you might not have heard of Zemi, and that's because he only really started getting a lot of followers, I think, in like Season 4. And that's when I actually started knowing who Zemi was. For Season 4, he dropped the solo squad kill record, which was 39 kills, and in Season 5, he dropped the solo squad kill record again. Not only that, but he also does sometimes play some arena, but, I'm not counting that, I'm counting pubs. But, yeah. And a big reason why Zemi is so good is because of his aim. He said it on stream that he played CSGO for many years. And if you're really good at CSGO, you're probably gonna have good aim in many other games. Fortnite's got blue, and yeah. But just because Zemi isn't the most popular does not mean his skill is not something to marvel at. He has some very good building. His editing is usually good. I know he just messed up a little bit there. But anyway, that doesn't really matter. So, yeah. And that's basically going to be it. Please do follow Zemi on all of his socials, and everyone else I included, because they are frankly just amazing overall. And yeah, that's going to be it for this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.